What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Mike the Gathering. Another fun stream, another fun deck. A deck that I've been kind of waiting to try for a little while. Temur Reclamation. So this deck just looks really fun. I've tested it out a little bit just to kind of see how it works. I haven't really watched much gameplay on it, so I'm not like an expert at it or anything like that. But as I said, I have watched a little tiny bit of it. So I have a basic idea of what's going on here, but this is the build that I'm going to be running with it. Basically, the whole thing is we're just getting these things out, drawing cards, hopefully getting to Niv-Mizzet, countering some things, all kinds of fun stuff. You should know by now how this deck basically works. So let's just get straight into it. I have played it a few times today just to kind of get used to it, because again, I wasn't exactly sure how everything worked. You remember I played Mono Blue Tempo the other day, so that was really my first dive into control-y type decks, or any kind of decks with actual viable control in it, and it's kind of what this one's doing. I did move a few things here and there from what I saw, just a few things, and yeah, we're gonna try it out. So let's do it. So this is actually a pretty good hand. We got 3 lands. We're going first. We do have a counter. We have 2 counters, actually, so it's not bad. We do have the Wilderness Reclamation, so we'll keep that. And we'll go ahead and let that enter in tapped. See what all we can do with this one today. Alright, so we do have that. So if they have a 2-drop spell, we can counter it. So right there, they got to pay 1. They can't. Definitely a good thing that we had that right then. So we can do that. If they play anything small, we can Shivan Fire it and just get rid of little things. So they're going to surveil and then draw with Discovery. So it looks like both decks are kind of gonna kind of do the same sort of thing. All right, so we are going to play that. Go ahead and play the Reclamation. We're going to get rid of the Scorpion too. Get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and let that enter in tap. We really don't need it. So now we will have a couple of turns like this where just nothing is happening. But once we start getting into like Niv-Mizzet, Growth Spiral, things like that, where we can start drawing a lot, go ahead and counter that one. Surveil. Yep, we'll keep the search up there. The search is actually really good. Alright, so let's Breeding Pool. We don't need it. We'll go ahead and let it enter in tapped. And then we will go into Search for Azcanta mode. So we're going to do a little bit more drawing. When you really need to get into some Chemister's Insight right now, so we can really start drawing nonstop. Going to my turn. So we can at least get 2 cards with that. We can deal 2 damage to them. They get 2. We get 2 cards. We're going to go ahead and throw that in the graveyard. We've got plenty of lands. We need to start getting into some other things. We can let that enter in tapped. Let's go ahead and opt. Keep Niv-Mizzet. And then we will pass turn. So it doesn't look like they're doing any kind of creature-heavy build. Oh, no. So there goes Niv-Mizzet. We can't really do anything about that at all. That's going to stay right there, so that's actually really good because we can go ahead, Chemister's Insight, draw 2. We can play the Rootbound Crag, and we'll go ahead and... We're going to leave that in their hand, though, and we're going to get rid of Shivan Fire to do the jump start. Alright. So we did a little bit. We got a little bit of things done. Keep trying to look at her. We can go ahead and throw that in the graveyard. Having 2's not bad because you can do a lot of fun stuff where you can like let one resolve, play something, let another resolve, do all that, but right now we need to actually get into something. So we just Chemister's inside again. All right, we do have Expansion Explosion. We'll leave that because that is something that we can do. We're gonna decline that. We really don't need. I want to be able to actually go through my deck and find what I need to find. We're gonna play this Sulfur Falls. We're gonna opt, resolve, and we can leave opt up there. I'm fine with opt being up there again. Let's opt again. Resolve. We already played a land, so we really don't need to play another one. We do have another Wilderness Reclamation. We do need to stop this right here, though. And let's go next. Do end turn. Alright. So we're going to resolve the first one. We're going to play that. We're going to discard Blink. Submit. And we're going to go ahead and copy it. Resolve. So again, we are learning here. We're trying to figure out everything. Let's go ahead and get a Stomping Grounds. And then we'll resolve that. Go ahead and go to end turn. So we did stuff. We did lots of stuff. Alright. So they are going to try to make us discard next turn. And then they can actually steal our Niv-Mizzet. Shivan Fire, that can go to the graveyard. We don't need that right now. Again, we're still going to decline that. So we can play the Sulfur Falls. We can play the Reclamation. We're going to Chemister's Insight. We're going to let that go. Let that resolve, and we're going to get rid of the steam vents. We don't really need another land at the moment. Ooh, they're going to play another one. That's okay. Get them all out now, so that way when we have Niv, it's not as bad. Okay, and then we're going to get my turn. Let's see. Put that in the graveyard. Decline again. Really need to get Niv-Mizzet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can pay 8. 8 there. We're going to draw 8 cards. And then we're going to do that. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of a bunch of lands. Resolve that one. Then we have to discard a card. And go ahead and discard the Hinterland Harbor. We still have 2 lands in hand, so it's not that bad. Alright, so they paid 3 for that. They have to pay 5. Now, if we get the other Niv-Mizzet, we can do a lot of damage in one turn. Like, a lot. Put that in the graveyard. Where in the world is that other Niv-Mizzet? And we'll go ahead and throw that out. And we can throw that out as well. We're going to opt. Yes, they're going to draw another card. We'll take another damage. 10 cards left, and we haven't gotten to that Niv-Mizzet yet. We'll keep that. Alright. Now this is where things are going to get a little funky. See if we can actually do this correctly so we can look like professional Magic the Gathering players. Alright. Resolve the first one. Untap everything. Then we're going to play the first nonsense. And yes, I know I'm going ridiculously slow with this, but again, I'm trying to make sure I actually do all this correctly. Alright, so we can still... We're going to discard the breeding pool. Submit. And we're going to... copy, resolve, target, resolve, resolve, resolve. This is stupid. I love it. Target, target. Yep. Resolve, resolve. Oh, Lord, this is funny. Alright, so it's really slow on Arena, but it works. Oh, I milled myself. Yes! I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. This is great. This is wonderful. Okay, so we have to be careful. We actually have to pay attention to how many cards we have in hand. We might need to put another Niv-Mizzet in there, because it was really bad that we never actually drew back into him again. I can't read that. Oh, I cannot read that one bit. So we got 3 lands, a couple of ops. We got the search for Azcanta, so this isn't too bad. What we'll do is we'll do that, and we'll pass. See what they play first. If it's a creature, we can go ahead and yoink it. I really don't know what that means. Or not, so we're gonna opt. We can keep the Stomping Ground at top and draw into that. I'm okay with that. We'll go ahead and play the Sulfur Falls, and then we will search for Azcanta. Yeah, we'll keep that. And we're going to Shivan Fire the Steamkin. We're going to play that, let it enter in tapped, and keep 1 mana open for no reason. And then we'll go ahead and use the opt at the end of their turn just to get a card. We'll go ahead and put that one on the bottom. We're getting plenty of lands right now. Ooh, that's actually really nice. Let's keep that up top. And then we will pay for the island. And we're going to go ahead and pass turn. Pass turn, play the Syncopate. I think I've said that correctly. I'm not really sure. Those weird big words. So they still get the counters for it, so they can still go ahead and get rid of them to play something else. Ooh, take 5 to the face. We'll keep that up top. Then we'll go ahead and opt. Let's go ahead and expand as well, just so we can get a couple of cards now. Put that at the bottom. Keep that up top. And then we're going to do that. We're going to pay the 2 life. Too bad I can't blink it or kick it, but we're going to go ahead and return the Steamkin to their hand. That way they can at least lose the counters on and they got to rebuild that. Oh, they actually had something to play with it. We're going to decline because we're kind of low on life now. Very low. Looks like they might have disconnected, maybe? I'm not sure. But they did something. They used 1 timeout. Such a long wait time for when this happens. Well, I guess it does happen, though. Well, what can you do? I'm still laughing to myself that first game we actually got to where we needed to be and I milled myself. That's how it goes, I guess. So I'm going to assume... Okay, there we go. Go ahead and throw that in the graveyard. So we do have Growth Spiral. Let's Growth Spiral to get a card. We can still put 2 lands on the battlefield this turn. You know, I actually never really looked at that side because I've always used this card in like dredge decks and things like that. Decline. We have more cards. So we're going to do that. Enter tapped. Enter tapped. So now we can go ahead and transfer this next turn. We can actually use it because I can't believe I never really paid attention to what this thing did at all. So I do have to do a lot of damage this turn right now. They can do a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. There's 3. We can do 2 here. We can do one of these. There's 5. All I gotta do is play the lava runner and that's it. Okay. That works too. So again, we're still learning. This deck is weird, but I am gonna go in here. And one thing I want to do, how many lands does this deck actually have? That's my question. It's only 25. It's really not that bad. But I do want to take out, I want to add another Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet needs to get, those need to be plentiful because I want to get that as early as possible. And I think we're going to take out 1 Stomping Ground, just go down to 24 lands, see what that does. See what it does. See what it does. I will cheese you down. I don't know what cheesing me down means, but it sounds just... sounds gross. Alright, so we got the Reclamation. That's a good thing to start off with. In our opening hand, they're going first. We're on the draw. 4 lands. And a Growth Spiral. So we'll have those lands out pretty quickly. We do have the Shivan Fire just in case we need to get rid of something. Alright, so we're going to keep that. So whatever they play first, we got cheese down. We got cheese down. Go again. Games like that make me laugh. They really do, because that's just... oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. The Dream Boat. What are you doing here with the Dream Boat? Alright, so we got 2 lands. That's weird for this deck. We do have a Niv in hand and a Growth Spiral. With Reclamation, they're going first. We have a Blink of the Eye. I kind of have to keep this. As long as we, oh no. Oh no. Alright. Let enter and tap, because we're going to be taking a lot of damage to the face really fast. And I do mean really fast. Oh, well, it's Rakdos, so maybe it won't be as bad as we think. Land, so we do have a Steam Vents. But we're going to go ahead and do that. Pay the 2 life so we can Growth Spiral. Get the Steam Vents out. Let enter and tapped. We do have another Growth Spiral. Hopefully we can draw into another land. Then we can just play Reclamation, and then we can start doing stuff. But I don't think we're going to last as long as we need to. Yeah, this is actually not going to be that great. So we need to do this. Alright, so we're going to do that. Let that resolve. We don't need to waste a counter on that guy. But what we are going to do, we pass 2 attackers. We're going to go ahead and bounce Judith. And then we're going to hope that this gives us a land, which it does not. We do have a Shivan Fire to go ahead and get rid of something over here. Ooh. So all we can really do is something like that. And we can good game. So yeah, we're not really doing too hot with this. The games that I played before I started streaming they weren't that bad. That first game that we played, we got to do a lot of things. But still, we ended up ruining that by milling myself. How did I mill myself? And the worst part is I looked at it too and went, oh, there's 10 cards left in my deck. I need to be careful. So let me just go ahead and cast Expand with the Chemister's Insight. That seems smart. I like how now we're not getting any freaking lands, but we keep getting Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet? Niv-Mizzet. So we got, this is not too terrible. We just need to get into some lands. Oh, this is actually really bad. I didn't pay attention to the lands that we drew into. That one's really bad. Yeah, this is not good. This is actually a really terrible start because we can't play anything until turn 3 at the earliest. Whereas they can play a 3 cost creature now. And if this is Explore, we're definitely... Hey, look, it's Explore. Yay. Yay. Oh, look, an island. So we got that. Man. This is just bad. I guess we'll search. We'll search and then do something. It's really not working out the way I thought it was going to work out. It's a little, Alright, so there's a Jade Light. And they can hit us for 3. That's gonna have to go to the graveyard. Got Rootbound Crag. That really sucks though. I really want to blink the eye. You know what? Let's just pass. All right, so we'll pass. Depending on what they play this turn, we already know what they're gonna play. They're gonna play Jade Light, so we're gonna go ahead and pop that back into their hand. Oh, they're not. They're going to get rid of that. Oh, they can pay 1. Oops. Should have done 2. You could have done 2. This is what happens when I play a deck that I really have no clue what I'm doing. So we're breeding pool, but really if they have that Jade Light in hand, so all I gotta do is play that. That comes a 5. But they're still not playing that. They still really want to pay that 1 to sacrifice it and destroy that. They really don't like that search for Azcanta. And they'll go ahead and hit us for 6. We have the Chemister's Insight. We kind of need to do that right now. Do that. At this point, we're just doing things to do it. And that's it. Another good game. Yeah, so we're doing really, really terrible with this deck. I probably should have actually played it a little bit more and really learned how to play it. We won a couple because our opponents just conceded for whatever. Dusk, what's up, buddy? Dusk, we are, I am sucking right now with some Temur Reclamation. Let's see if I can actually, maybe you'll be my good luck charm. So we got 3. Alright, this is not as bad. It's still bad, don't get me wrong. Hopefully we can do a little bit. Pay the 2 life. Pass. Go to their turn. Yes, I'm doing really bad. There's like one game where I could have actually won and it would have been glorious, but I ended up milling myself and I had them down to like maybe 3 or 4 life. And I was like, dude, really? This is what I do today? Let's keep the Shivan Fire up top and just take it in hand, so maybe if they play a creature we can get rid of it real fast. Something. But yeah, Dusk, give me some good luck or something, because I need it right now. I used what they did against them. Words, I don't know. This is just terrible. Alright, so we got 2 Shivan Fires. This kind of sucks because we're not really getting anything. Thank you, because I really do need them. We got those. Let's see what they do. We might have to use that, depending on what they play here. We got plenty of things to get rid of whatever they do. They're just not doing anything. Alright. Yeah, not doing anything. Draw cards. Now we can do a little something. Hopefully they don't have a counter for that. Yep, they do. Oh, they don't. All they have is a growth spiral. Okay. Aw, jerk. What a jerk. What a jerk. Okay, they're doing the same thing, but they're going to be able to do it a lot better than us. Don't laugh at me, Dusk. Do not laugh at me. Let's do that. Ouchies. Now we have to discard. We'll go ahead and get rid of Shivan Fire. We don't really need that right now anyway. What's bad though is all we need is one land and a Niv, and we can really get somewhere as long as they don't counter everything that we do. It would be just my luck that I don't really ever come across this deck when I play much. But today's the day I come across another Reclamation type deck. But of course it's going to be all counters. Is it all counters and Krasis? Ooh, look at that Teferi. That's a sexy looking Teferi right there. Look at it. Just look at it. Alright, so they're going to draw a card, gaining some life. Untap everything. Oh, look at that. Guess we got a land. So we can grow spiral. They can counter. Oh, no. We can grow spiral again. That was lucky. We can do that as well. And then we will discard. I'm going to discard the Shivan Fire. Play that. Draw some cards. So we have another Reclamation. Hopefully next turn we can play it. That'd be good. That would be good. And for everyone watching, this will be a shorter stream tonight. Trying to end a little bit before 9 o'clock, so maybe another 15 minutes or so. Hopefully we can get this one and one more in before I get out of here. We did start early. I think I started right maybe 8:05 or so, so it was an early start today. Well, I guess it wasn't right at... Well, Yeah, something like that. Something like that. We started at a time. Alright, so let's see if that makes it. Doesn't look like it is, but we do have this guy, so we can go ahead and cancel or counter that one. Which they have enough mana open, they can probably counter that. Oh, surprising. Breeding pool, we're gonna put that in the graveyard. So we're gonna resolve. Chemister's Insight. And then, nope. We're gonna end turn. We do have that guy, so we can at least counter something that they do. And we're actually gonna counter that now. Alright, so they are tapped out. So all I really gotta do is just, we're gonna pay 2 just because I don't even know why. We're just gonna do it. We might as well. So we made them lose a card, and they didn't get to draw the 2 from the Chemister's Insight, so not bad.
Keep up the pace.
Let's remember though, they are 2 turns away from doing their ultimate on Teferi. So once that happens, ouch. We might just have to throw that out and see what we can do this next coming turn. So we got the mountain. Throw that down. We will go ahead and do that. We're going to do that. I think I did it for too much. Alright, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pay 5. There. We got it right. Good lord. Julian, what's going on, buddy? Julian, we are currently sucking really badly at Temur Reclamation. It is not a pretty sight tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little rough. It's a little rough in the hood today. Hey, we're learning. We're learning how to play this weird deck. That this is not my normal style of gameplay that I'm not used to, so I'm trying to learn how to do all this.
That was uncalled for.
Alright, so we're going to get rid of that. Steam Vents. And I guess we can get rid of that too. Reclamation, I guess it's mean. I don't know. I'm terrible with it. We had one game, the first game that I played when I started the stream. Before I started, I actually tested it out. Like, I think I played 3 games, and I didn't really do a whole lot in those games, but I did a little bit. And I was like, okay, I have a basic concept of how everything works. So I've never really watched gameplay of this. I've never paid attention to it. I just know I've seen it come up a lot. And I was like, what's up? Pokey, what's going on, buddy? It's been a hot minute since you've been in here. We have missed you. But, yeah, the first game was amazing. We got Niv out, and we just did a bunch of stuff. And then I ended up milling myself. Most of the times I played against it on the platform I mentioned yesterday, generally just concede when I play Reclamation. That has happened a few times. Like, literally only a few, though. Play that. They can definitely do things now. Play that. Oh, keep streaming while you're playing Overwatch? I mean, Overwatch is fun. I was obsessed with Overwatch for a really long time. Like a ridiculously long time. I think I actually got so bad where every day I'd come home from work and I'd play it for 2 hours or so. I just got out of that phase maybe 6 or 7 months ago. I normally main D.Va. But then towards the end, what's that stupid Orisa? I started maining her a lot. But it was between the two. I did enjoy D.Va. True that. Yeah, I would always try, but most of the time in almost every game that I ended up being in, like, no one played the tank. So if I had to play a tank, I would normally just go with D.Va anyway. She's not the greatest tank, but she is fun. And I can get a good bit of kills out with her, so. Yeah, all I gotta do is swing. Really not much we can do right now. We can get rid of that. We can draw. There's really nothing we can do. We're gonna try anyway. We're gonna opt. We can do that. There's no board wipes or anything in here. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Now I kind of want to play Overwatch. The worst part is I used to play on my PlayStation a lot. And then I got it for PC as well, and I think that's what actually killed it for me. Like, it was weird that playing on PlayStation, it took no time to get into a game, ever. But on PC, it took forever. But I did hear that Overwatch really ended up dying on PC completely. I don't know. I still need to play, I think there's been like 3 or 4 new characters since I last played. There's been a lot of stuff added to that game. I do still watch like the World Cup that they do of it whenever that pops up, because it's always fun to watch those guys play. All right, so we got. We're going first. We got a blink. We got a growth. We got 2 reclamations. It's not bad. Looks like I got kicked out though. Okay, we're back. I don't know if that just kicked everyone out for a second, but on my end it went a little dumb. Go ahead and growth spiral. And we'll put out a Stomping Ground, let it enter in tapped. We don't really need anything right now. Next turn, we can start playing Reclamations, and then we can start doing ridiculousness stuff. Grab people. Alright. So we'll do that. We do have to pay the 2 life, but we can go ahead and get out of Reclamation. And that's all that matters right now. I guess that's what, Julian, you were talking about earlier. Once you get Reclamation out, especially if you get it out that quickly, most people just say, alright, I'm done. I almost feel like that's the only way I can win with this deck. I haven't done anything with Niv-Mizzet at all, except for mill myself. That's how it goes, I guess. Zausblip. 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 Alright, so we got those 2. We have an opt. 2 Niv-Mizzet, but we do. I swear I'm gonna make a shirt with on the front it'll say We probably shouldn't keep this. And on the back, it's going to say, but we're going to anyway. Just to do it. It's like every now and then, play turn 3 card liberated and Energytron. My opponent just concedes. Yeah, that will happen as well. That will definitely happen as well. Oh, we're gonna put that at the bottom because. Okay, we got. Actually, that's not bad at all. Go ahead and throw that out. Nice. Get that. So next turn, Island Wilderness Reclamation. Not bad. Island Reclamation. Now we're getting somewhere. Speaking of, someone's letting me use their Tron deck tomorrow at Friday Magic, and it makes me excited. That sounds like fun. Tron always seemed like something I would totally get into in Modern. Things like that. So we're going slow as crap now. Can't do that, but it's not gonna do a whole lot anyway. I'm gonna play 2 matches of Modern and Paper, not having a deck for myself. Because Modern decks can get kind of expensive. Definitely get a little expensive. Pay the 2 life. Let's go ahead and get Niv out. That was a lot of fun for Storm. Curly building because I'm disgusting. No, it's not disgusting. Storm is cool. I like Storm. I like Storm. How many for this gonna do? I only do 2. So we are going to draw a couple cards. They take some damage. And there we go. So now we can really start getting all the nonsense started. 2 more damage there. Alright, so we're going to Breeding Pool. We're gonna opt. That's gross, but good lord, that's expensive. We'll keep that up top. We're going to play another Reclamation. Not going to attack. We do not. Hit the button. I didn't hit the button fast enough. Didn't hit the button fast enough. And yes, before anyone says it, I can control and do all that stuff and actually go through everything. I know I can do that. I forget to do that. Let's go ahead. How many can I do here? I can do 3. So it's not too bad. Cheapest top tier Modern deck? Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, you see some of those decks go for insane amounts of money. Go ahead and bust that out. Resolve all. And let's do that. And plus that. Let enter in tapped. Do another 1 damage to them. We're going to Shivan Fire. Get rid of the Phoenix, so that way we're only taking 5 this turn. We're going to get rid of the token, so that way they don't have that nonsense anymore. And then they're going to give up. Not cheap for 60 pieces of paper and cardboard. Hey man, cardboard is excellent. Ooh. We need to have like a bunch of days where we just do nothing but tribal decks. Like I said earlier, I'm going to stop at 9. But now I've gotten into a slight groove with the deck, and I want to keep going. Let's just do one more, though. We'll do one more. One more. Like how as soon as I get closer, it gets blurrier. I don't get that. Look at that. I don't understand. Do not understand at all. Alright, so we got the Niv. No red, but we do have 4 lands. Going first. Why not? Probably a mistake to take it, but it'll be a thing. It'll be something. Do that. Let it enter in tapped, and we're going to get rid of the stupid scorpion. That stupid scorpion. Alright. Go ahead and play that. Now we have Blink of an Eye at our disposal. Ooh, gates. Alright. So that's what we're going up against right now is gates. We need to get some red mana. Red mana and or growth spirals fast. Okay. Shimmering. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Need red mana. That's not red mana. But we can use our turn to draw. Oh, man. I'm surprised we're not getting any red yet. And they're getting growth spirals. Why are we not getting growth spirals? I need growth spirals. I need red mana and growth spirals. That's just not fair. They got 2. Gates is now the mean deck in standard. I need to play Gates. I think Paul actually requested one like a week ago. I just haven't done it yet. I do need to do it. Alright, we'll play that. We can let it enter in tapped, and then I guess we'll just play another Insight. At least we get... No, I don't want to... Didn't want to get rid of that. We got Reclamation now, so now we can actually start doing some stuff and hopefully get our 3 red that we need for Niv. Once we get Niv out, we should be good. I'm not too terribly scared of the Krasis. Well, there's one of them. I'll go ahead and opt. Keep that up there too. And don't forget my... Yes, we're going to do another one of those. I do have that written down. I have 4 or 5 decks that's been requested to play, and then whole themes of just random nonsense that I want to do. Let's play with the kicker. Kicker. Yep, get rid of that. But yeah, we're gonna do that one too. I just don't know what last one we did. It was red and green, but it had what was I using it? The only green that was in there was just to make sapling tokens, and that was kind of pointless. So I don't know if I want to do mono red and do mainly like gobos and Calamity, or I've seen a lot of decks that splash the blue to use some of the unblockable things, and even white for more unblockable nonsense. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do with that. It's just a matter of what exactly do I want to do with it at this point. Yep, that's staying there because I need that. We don't need that right now. Go ahead and Chemister's Insight. Alright, so we do have that. We have Blink of an Eye. We can bounce one of those so we're not taking as much. Yeah, that's the other little combo that you can do. That's one of the blue things. So there's definitely a lot that we can do with it. Do that, bounce that back. So we're only going to take 8, which is not as bad. It still sucks. Another Wilderness Reclamation. That's good right there. Now, if we can get Niv-Mizzet out, we can do a lot of damage and draw a lot of cards next turn. And I do mean a lot. We're going to go ahead and just straight up counter it. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Or Grixis with Tetsuo, Cavalcade. Oh yeah, dude, there's a lot of fun things that we can do. Like, a ridiculous amount of fun things. Now, we're going to get this ball rolling. I thought we were going to get this ball rolling, and instead the game went, no, you calm down. Alright. Let's drop the other one, which hopefully wasn't a mistake. Okay, now we're going to do things. Alright, it's power 1 or less, not power or toughness. Yeah, Rat Colony wouldn't make sense. But the Tetsuo, or Tetsuko, however you say it, that one makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Alright, so they can do 8 right now. I don't think we can do 19 to them in one turn. We can try, though. We can definitely try to do something. It all depends on what they do right now. Especially with that Scorpion. Oh. Nah, you're good, man. Didn't we have... There it is. Okay. Okay. So we have it stopped on our end step. We have to remember that. Okay, we did that. Now we're going to play another land. We can let it enter and tap. We don't really necessarily need it right now. Again, we have to do this semi-carefully. Because we might be able to take him this turn. Maybe. Possibly. We can play the island. And we can do 1 more damage to him. Then, no, we don't want to do that right now. Okay, so next. We're hitting for 5. In turn. So now the first one goes off. We resolve it. Then we're going to Chemister's Insight. We have to discard a card, so we can discard the breeding pool. Submit. We can expand Explosion. Now we're copying it. We're going to resolve. This should be enough right here. Should be. It's so slow. You're so slow at doing it, but it's kind of funny in a way. I'm scared to hit resolve all because I don't know what's going to happen. All right, and then we do that. And that's it. So we had 2 really good matches at the end where Mike finally figured out how to play this deck. Actually did some stuff. So, yeah. But that's Temur Reclamation. It works, I guess. At least I actually figured out how to do it. But yeah, we will definitely do Julian. We're gonna do another Calamity deck. We'll do some gate stuff. What else do we have? I had a couple of ideas for just random things to do. Now, I may or may not stream tomorrow night. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. Most of the time, Fridays, I kind of get iffy about it anyway because I know a lot of people are out playing Friday Night Magic, things like that. Saturday and Sunday, definitely will be streaming. Now, next week is going to get, or the next 2 weeks after that is going to get a little short on streams, as in I might only be able to stream 1, possibly 2 days. But what I will do is this weekend, a lot of decks that I wanted to play. Don't worry, it won't be like Calamity, things like that, because those I actually want to live stream because they're just fun to play while I hang out with you guys, talk about random stuff. But those decks, I'll just make a couple of random ones and just do some small deck tech videos and maybe like 20, 30-minute videos of just some of the best games I got out of them. And I'll do all that this weekend. But yeah, next couple of weeks will be short, and then after 2 weeks, we'll be back on streaming every single night. So I may or may not see you guys tomorrow night. I'm not sure 100%. If not, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way your phone or whatever you're using tells you, hey, I'm live and you can come in here. But other than that, appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the Temur Reclamation and watched me struggle with it and then finally figure out what the heck I was doing with it. But I will definitely catch you guys either tomorrow or Saturday. Either way, I'll catch you in the next one. You guys have a great night. Later.